Ability Center's Low Impact Cardio.
Hi everyone, it's Sam and the lovely Shannon is joining me today for our seated exercises. Welcome to our low impact cardio workout. No bounce, no jump, but all kinds of work, right? So that doesn't mean just because it's low impact that it's going to be easy, but you've got variations, right? You've got seated exercises. I'm going to give you options. First thing we're going to do is get you warmed up. I want you to make sure your space is clear. Get yourself some water so you can take breaks as you need to, and we're going to get going. Are you ready? Okay, so let's start with a warm-up. Nice wide march. So feet are wider than shoulder width apart here, and we're going to march it out. So those standing, you're going to have a bit of softness in your knees, lifting your heels, marching on the soles of your feet. And Shannon from seated, sitting up nice and tall. She's lifting her heels off the floor. Nice wide seated march. So I want to go for about 30 seconds here. Keep focusing forward. Now let's switch up that march and go narrow. Bringing the feet closer together. Still pumping the arms, lifting those feet. You got it. About 10 more seconds. Let's take it back to wide. Wide leg march, you got it. One more time, bring those feet together. Finish off that with a narrow march. And 3, 2, and 1. Firmly plant those feet. Seated, Shannon's gonna sit up nice and tall. Extend the arms, placing one hand on top of the other, and then we're going to raise up overhead, arms lining up with the ears, or just as far as you feel comfortable. So working with your own range of motion. But we're lifting from chest level, and then again, to try and get as high as you can. This nice steady pace, you're not moving through too quickly. Warming up those shoulders, warming up that chest. A little bit in that upper back as well. For 3, 2, and 1. Shake those arms out. All right, we are going to go into a side lift. So extend the arms from the shoulders, and I want you to flip them over so that your palms are facing the ceiling. Now we're going to bring the arms overhead and clap in the center. And again, coming up to where you feel comfortable. So if you only want to bring your arms halfway, that's fine, but 30 seconds of that movement. Again, from the shoulders, palms facing up, and then clapping overhead. Really generating some warmth in those arms. Woo. And again, we can come halfway. So it's just a bit of a raise instead of coming all the way overhead. Shannon is just really aware of her posture as she's doing that seated warm-up. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Ooh, feel that in my back too, right? Really warming up. Okay, we're gonna do a side step. So a little bit more leg action coming at you. Side step, step to the side, tapping the other foot and pulling the arms back. So Shannon is going to step one foot at a time to the side of her chair, extend her arms forward, and then pull back. We're gonna need a little bit more speed with this one, so we wanna start getting that heart rate up. Again, generating some warmth. Whew. Now, I'm gonna get you to switch it, and we're gonna do a double tap. So Shannon is going to tap to the side of her chair times 2. I'm going to move to the side, step times 2. So doubling up on that side step from standing, or 2 taps to the side from seated. Using those arms as well, extend and pull back with that movement. And a little bit of rhythm, a little bit of coordination. Whew. 3, 2, last one. Good. Okay. What are we doing next? We are going into some high knees. So We're gonna reach our arms up towards the ceiling, and as we bring them back down, we're gonna raise that knee. From seated, Shannon is doing the same, reaching towards the ceiling and raising that knee, working with your own range of motion, making the movements a little smaller if we need to. 30 seconds. Reach up, pull down, and lift that knee. Again, smaller range of motion, not reaching up as high with the arms, smaller movements with the knees. 3, 2, last one, both sides. All right, last move of our warm-up, we're gonna do some butt kicks or some curls. So we're going to bring the heel up towards our butt as we swing our arms back. Shannon is going to step underneath the chair as she pulls her arms back. We have 30 seconds. Let's do this. Heels coming up towards the butt as we swing the arms back. So you can adjust your speed here, which is going to adjust the intensity. And Shannon is stepping back underneath her chair. Keeping those arms moving. Last few seconds of warm up. We're gonna get ready to do that cardio. 3, 2, last one. Okay, I'm feeling a little warm, right? Definitely ready to get that cardio started. So I want you to get a little bit of a drink and we are going to get right into it.
Take a break here. Stay hydrated.
All right, let's get into our cardio portion. So we have 4 rounds. We're gonna be doing 4 different exercises in each round. Shannon's gonna be doing seated exercises, I'm gonna be doing standing, and our ratio is 40-20. So we're gonna work for 40 seconds and take 20 seconds active rest. So while I'm explaining the next move, you're gonna be marching, moving, but not sitting down and not coming to a rest, right? Because your body is warm, so you wanna keep it moving. All right, Shannon, are you ready? Let's get started with round 1. So our first move is going to be a reach up and down squat walk. So I'm going to step out wider than shoulder width, reach down between my knees, both hands. As my feet come together and I'm standing, I'm gonna reach overhead. From seated, Shannon's going to hinge forward at the hips, reach down to her knees in that wide stance, feet back together and reach overhead from seated. Smaller movements for less intensity, it's up to you, but we're gonna do 40 seconds of this. Let's get ready. In 3, 2, and 1. Squat walk, reach down, feet together, reach overhead. Something to be aware of here. Keep that head and chest up. Try not to focus on the floor, but look ahead. So you can add some intensity here by adding some speed and by adding some depth. So coming down closer to the floor. And Shannon and I are doing exact opposites. All right, we're already there. We got 10 seconds. You got this. Walk it out. And then up nice and tall for 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, second move, we're going into straight punches. So simply upper body here. I want you to firmly plant those feet, slight bend in the knees if you're standing, nice tight core, and we are going to punch forward for 40 seconds. From seated, Shannon's gonna sit up nice and tall, tighten up that core in 3, 2, and 1. Whoa. Whew. Punch it out. Now, you don't want to just flail those arms, right? Give it some strength. Look at that target in front of you. Whew. Take all that stress out. Soft fist, that means we're not overly clenching. Thumb is resting on top. Punching forward. Whew. Strictly upper body, but getting that heart rate going. That's it. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Shake those arms out. 2 more to go for round 1. So we are going to go to a wide leg elbow knee. So we're gonna bring back kind of that wide squat stance. So feet are a little wider than shoulder width apart. You're gonna stay here with a slight bend in the knee. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. Shannon from seated is going to hinge forward slightly, opposite elbow to opposite knee in 3, 2, and 1. Now for less intensity from standing, I don't have to be in that squat the whole time. I can have a little bit of a straighter leg, right? More intensity, getting deeper into that wide squat. Shannon from seated, she can add a little bit of speed, which is also going to increase that intensity. Opposite elbow to opposite knee, you've got this. 10 seconds, focus forward. 3, 2, last one, both sides. Woo! One more. All right, we are doing a double jab with a cross. I really like this one. Firmly plant those feet, slight bend in the knees. From seated, sitting up nice and tall, Shannon's gonna hinge forward just slightly. We are going to do a double jab on the one side and then cross, right? So that means that one arm is coming across the body in that punch. You can choose which one you start with, but 2 jabs, so punching forward, and then the second one is coming across the body. All right, we ready? 40 seconds of work, 2 jabs, 1 cross. 2 jabs on that one arm, following with that cross on the opposite. You pick which arms you're working. All good, either way. Pick up that speed. If you want more intensity, slow it down for less. Woo! We're in sync, Shannon. You got it. 2 jabs, 1 cross, 10 seconds of work. Almost there. 3, 2, last one. Woo! Good job. All right, round 1 done. Quick 30-second rest. I want you to get a drink, get hydrated, and we are gonna go on to number 2.
Take a break here. Stay hydrated.
All right, so hope you got a drink and you're ready to get back at it because we are going on to number 2. So our first move is going to be a squat with a reach down and a reach across. So this time we're gonna take that wide leg squat, reach down both hands between the knees. As we come up to standing, reach across the body, going the opposite direction, and come back. So reach down in that wide squat and then reach across the body with that one arm. Shannon from seated, hinging forward, reaching down to the knees or the floor, and then reaching across. 40 seconds of work in 3, 2, and 1. Reach down and then across. So reach down to the knees, and then that one arm is coming across the body. We're alternating that single arm. From standing, I can lift my heel and add a little bit of a twist. From seated, Shannon is keeping her feet firmly planted. But as always, we can add speed or going deeper for more intensity. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Whew, lots of hip action, working those glutes today. Okay, so move number 2, we are going into a squat walk. All that is a walk it out wide, bring the feet together. From standing, you're gonna have that little bend in your knee, push your butt back. From seated, Shannon's gonna hinge forward slightly, step it out wide, bring her feet back together. We're gonna do 40 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Walk it out, bring it back in. Step the feet out wide, bring the feet back together. If you want, you can add some arms as well. Open the arms as you step wide with the legs, and then bring the arms back together. Intensity, we can go a little deeper in that squat, or from seated, Shannon can add a little bit of speed. Whew. You got this, keep it going, head forward. Last 5, 3, 2, last 1. Whew. So much lower body. Who designed this workout? All right. Number 3, we are moving into some straight punches once again. Just that upper body. Firmly plant those feet. We can rest those fists in that sort of protective fighting stance just in front of our face. And then extending those arms forward into those punches. 40 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Always leaving just a little bend, not fully extending those elbows. Whew. Adding a little speed if you want to make it a little more intense. But just straight punches for 40 seconds. Think about engaging that core, belly button to spine, keeping that tummy tight. Whew. That's it, keep going. Shannon, how we doing? Looking fierce over there, you got this. Whew. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. All right, that feels good. So we are moving on to our side squat walk with a knee. So this time, I'm going to walk it to the side. So I'm gonna start with my feet in a bit of a wider stance, push my butt back, step to the side ×2 while I'm staying in that squat. Then I'm gonna stop and raise my knee. Step to the side ×2, stop and raise my knee. Shannon is going to step out nice and wide in her seat, bring her feet back together, then raise her knee. She's gonna alternate each time. 40 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. Double side step, add a knee. Shannon is tapping it wide with her feet, bringing her feet back together, and then adding her knee. Alternate the knee that you use each time. Getting a little deeper and a little lower in that squat to add intensity. Shannon's got a little bit of speed going over there, which is also going to add to that intensity. Whew, we got 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Okay, that took a little bit of concentration. I was losing track of time. I was like, hold on, there's 3 seconds left. All right, so our last move, we are going to do 2 uppercuts and 2 jabs. I'm loving the punches today. So firmly plant those feet. We're gonna do an uppercut. That means we're keeping our elbow close to our side, bringing that fist up just underneath our chin. Our palm is facing in. Do not hit yourself in the chin. You're just gonna come super close. We're gonna do 2 of those, 2 uppercut, 2 jab. Uppercuts, we're gonna alternate the arms, but the jabs, I want you to do 2 on the same arm. Those are just extending forward. You're gonna alternate that arm each time. All right, that sounded overly complicated, but we've got this. 2 uppercuts, 2 jabs. 40 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Huh, huh. Punch, punch. Uppercut, uppercut, jab, jab. Huh, huh. You got it. Remember, not to hit yourself in the chin. I want you to be with me for this whole workout. Huh, huh. You got it. 2 uppercut, 2 jab. I want you to switch that arm for those 2 jabs each time. Hang in, getting it done. 10 seconds. Woo! 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Halfway point. Get a drink, 30-second rest. Get yourself ready for round number 3.
Take a break here. Stay hydrated.
All right, so you got a drink. That means we are ready to get started on round number 3. Let's do this. We're gonna start with a lower body cardio again. We're gonna do a V-step, and I want you to lead with your left leg for the first one. So a V-step is going to be step the left foot forward, then follow with the right. And it's a nice wide step. Then bring the left foot back, followed by the right, feet coming together. So step out wide, step back, feet together. The same from seated. Step out wide, step back, feet together, lead with the left. 40 seconds of work in 3, 2, 1. Wide step, feet together. Now, if you want, you can add the arms in, extend the arms as you step the legs out. increase or decrease that speed. Totally in sync again, Shannon. Look at us go. Come on. Woo! Leading with that left. Hold on. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Whew, feeling that in my legs. Okay, we are gonna do a dance on the spot. I really like this one. I know I said I like the punches, but I like this one too. So we're gonna work our left leg. So we're just doing that with V-step. So dance on the spot. I'm just gonna turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing. My left leg, tap forward, tap back. Get a little groovy thing going with my arms, pumping them up and down, looking forward, pretending I'm dancing on the spot. So we have 40 seconds, right? Okay, just using that left leg, dancing on the spot. Shannon sitting up nice and tall, tapping forward and back underneath that chair. Left leg in 3, 2, 1. Dancing on the spot. Focusing forward, tap it forward, tap it back. Now, I can slow it down and add a little more of a Charleston feel. Charleston? A Charleston feel. Or I can speed it up, right? So totally up to you. Whew. That's it. Now, this is work, right? That standing leg is starting to cry. It's like, are we almost done? Yes, we are. We have 3, 2, 1. Whew. Give that standing leg a little love. Roll that ankle out a little bit. Whew. Okay, so I think that means the V-step's coming back because we got to do the other side. So we're going to do right leg this time. So you're still on rest. Right leg, step it forward, follow with the left, right leg back, left foot back. Wide step, feet together. All right, 40 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Follow with the right. Step wide, step together. Right leg out, right leg back. Always leading with that right. Whew. Arms or no arms, totally up to you. Nice wide, feet together, you got it. Shannon's sitting up nice and tall, stepping up wide in her chair, then bringing her feet back together. Hold on, 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Whew. All right, back to that dance on the spot. We are going to keep working that right leg. So remember, we're touching that toe forward and then tapping it back. Shannon is tapping underneath our chair, giving a little groove with our arms. Do your own thing if you want. Make it fun. 40 seconds in 3, 2, 1. So I'm slowing it down a little. Bigger movements. Shannon's got a little speed work going on. Make it fun. Whew. And again, I can add a little double time, but that standing leg, I want you to have a bit of a bend. Seated, Shannon is just making sure she's sitting up nice and tall. Whew. This one, that standing leg, it starts to burn. You need to shake it out or slow it down. Whew. Couple more seconds, hang in. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Whew. All right, round 3 complete. Get a drink, 30-second rest. Gonna towel off, get ready. Final round, you've got this.
Take a break here. Stay hydrated.
Okay, let's do this. Number 4, final cardio round. Ready? Okay, sure? Okay, all right, we're gonna do a curl with a frontal raise. So we're gonna have our hands on our thighs, palms facing down, and then raise to shoulder level as your heel comes up to your butt. From seated, Shannon is going to raise her arms up to shoulder level, palms down, and step underneath that chair at the same time. 40 seconds of work. Let's do it in 3, 2, and 1. Raising the arms as we bring that heel towards the butt. Or Shannon, stepping underneath that chair. Smaller movements with the arms, less intensity. And again, we can always increase or decrease the speed as well. Stay tall, focus forward. Whew. Whole body working. That's it, 10 seconds. We've got 3, 2, last one, both sides. Good job. All right, so move 2, we're gonna actually do a low angle reach with a side tap. So what I want you to do is take your left hand, place it at your shoulder. You're gonna reach down to your right hip. So we're going low. As you do, you're going to lift the heel on that left leg and come back and switch to the other side. So shoulder working to the opposite hip and lifting that heel. We have 40 seconds of work, the same from seated. Shannon's gonna sit up nice and tall in 3, 2, 1. Coming from the shoulder to the opposite hip, reaching low on an angle. The same arm you're reaching with, I want you to lift that heel. That's it, keep alternating, focus forward. I know you've got this move now. Don't look at the floor the whole time. Whew. Coming near an end, 5 seconds. 3, 2, last one, both sides. Good job. Okay, number 3, we're getting it done. We're gonna do a leg curl with a chest pull back. So I want you to have that nice wide stance again. Feet are a little wider than shoulder width apart. Bring the arms crossed in front at a 90-degree angle at chest level. One is resting on top of the other. We're going to bring the heels towards the butt as we pull the arms back. From seated, Shannon's gonna step underneath that chair. As she pulls her arms back, 40 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Whew. We can add a little speed for intensity here, or just a nice steady pace wherever you're at. From standing, pulling those arms back at chest level, heels coming to the butt. Shannon's stepping underneath that chair, alternating her feet each time. Whew. Hold on, 10 seconds. Keep going. 3, 2, last one. Okay, one move. One left, that's it. Then we're gonna cool down and stretch. So we're gonna come back to that reach, but this time we're gonna do a mid-reach. So we're gonna start again at that left shoulder. Hand is coming to the left shoulder, reaching across the body, but this time we're not gonna go low to the hip. We're gonna stay high at shoulder level. So reach across and then lift that left heel. Then you're gonna alternate, reaching across with the other arm and lifting that heel. 40 seconds, last cardio move in 3, 2, 1. Across the body reach, lifting those heels. From seated, Shannon's got that beautiful posture. As she reaches across the body, she's lifting that heel. Whew. Arms are staying higher this time. Keeping that nice steady pace. And again, we can increase the intensity with some speed. Hold on, 5 seconds. 3, 2, last one. Woohoo! 4 circuits of low impact cardio done. Nice job. So get a drink, shake it off. We are gonna cool down and stretch.
Take a break here. Stay hydrated.
Okay, let's cool down and stretch. Nice work. You got your cardio done, got that heart rate up, got that body warm, got moving, got motivated. let's stretch now, right? We earned it. So we're gonna start with our arms, standing up or sitting up nice and tall. We're going to lace those fingertips together and reach up overhead. If this isn't comfortable, you can bring the arms down lower. Always working within your range of motion. And sometimes we're a little tighter some days than others, right? So we need to just ease up a little bit because those stretches should never be painful. Let's just think about our breathing. Nice deep inhale in through the nose. Fill up those lungs. Slow exhale through the mouth. And bring the arms down and shake them out. Let's move into a shoulder stretch. So we're going to take that right arm and put it across the body, and then bring the left arm coming underneath, just below that elbow, gently pulling that arm towards you. Feeling that beautiful stretch in that shoulder and in that upper back. You can close your eyes if you want, but just remember to keep focusing on that breathing, really slowing everything down. Try and hold each stretch for about 20 seconds. And we're going to switch to the other side. Now left arm coming across and then reaching under just below that elbow and gently pulling that arm towards you. Keep breathing. Few more seconds. Keep holding that stretch. And let go and shake those arms out. Let's work on that lower body a little bit. So we're gonna move into a hip flexor stretch. Let's take that left leg and I'm going to cross my ankle at my knee, push my butt back, keep my head and chest up, and almost as if I'm trying to sit on a bit of a stool, right? Shannon from seated, she is going to actually cross at the ankle. So she doesn't have the range of motion on that side. So she is going to cross ankle to ankle, but you can also cross ankle to knee. Keeping our head and our chest up, we can clasp our hands in front of our chest, rest them on our hips, hang on to a wall or a chair. Oh, such a good stretch. And let's switch to the other side. So now taking that right ankle and crossing at the knee. So Shannon is going to cross at her knee on this side. And again, from standing, I'm going to push my butt back as if I'm trying to almost come to a seated position, but keeping my head and chest up. And Shannon can just hinge forward just a touch in her chair and then just pushing gently on the outside of her knee. Just a few more seconds. Whoop! I fell over. That's when you just get right back into that stretch. This is where a chair or a wall would be good support as well. All right, shake those legs out. Okay, we're gonna move into a quad stretch. So from seated, Shannon's going to take her left foot back and place it under her chair. Hands on either side of her chair, leaning back, pushing the knees straight down until she gets that stretch in that front of the leg. I'm going to grab the top of my foot, again my left foot, bringing that heel towards my butt, extending my arm forward for balance. And I can also, for less intensity, grab from my heel. Just making sure my knee is pointing down. And Shannon can ease up and lean forward a little bit if she needs to, if the stretch is a little too intense. And relax and switch sides. So again, I'm going to grab from the top of my right foot, knee pointing down, make sure my head and chest are up. Yep, Shannon is leaning back in that chair, right knee pointing down. And making sure we're not holding our breath. Keep breathing through that stretch. One more, I'm gonna do those hamstrings, release that foot, and moving into a hamstring stretch. So let's go back to that left leg. So from seated and from standing, we're going to extend that left leg forward, toes are up. We're going to hinge at the hips. Again, from seated or from standing, the same movement, taking our hands and resting on the leg that we're not stretching, so on our right side. Not quite getting that stretch, you can reach down towards your toes, making sure though we're not rounding our back. One more stretch left to go. And switching sides. So extending that right leg, toes up, heel dug into the floor, hinge at those hips, head and chest up. A few more seconds. And shake those arms out, shake those legs out. All right, let's finish up with a couple of nice deep breaths. So inhale in through the nose, arms coming up, reaching towards the ceiling. Exhale through the mouth, arms coming back down. One more, but this time I want you to hold that breath just for a couple of seconds and really fill up those lungs. So inhale in through the nose, arms coming up, just hold. Slowly exhale through the mouth, arms coming down. Good job. Well done. Cardio complete, workout done. Thank you so much for joining myself and Shannon. Have a great day. Stay well.
Ability Center's Low Impact Cardio.